What is going up, guys? I hope you guys are all having a great and fantastic day today. We're going to be talking about how to find stocks on Finviz. Well, these stocks are going to be mostly swing trade stocks, just because if you don't have the premium, a premium account with them, all the data is going to be delayed. But for those of you that do not know what Finviz is Finviz is a stock scanner, and you can put in different filters and stuff that will meet your criteria. So let's jump into it, guys. Alright, so in this little box right here, we have all those active gainers on the day. As you guys can see, RHE going up more than 46%. It is the top gainer of the day. But as you guys can see, it just jumped again. Now it is up 50%, and TMDI is killing it, up 47%. So as you guys can see, it's a very, very cool tool. But down on the right side here, we have the top losers of the day. Now we have, MAXR down more than 31% on the day, which is incredible. So now down here we have stocks that are pretty much going in some sort of trend. So trend support, resistance, horizontal support and resistance. Just it's a pretty interesting tool. I really don't use them a whole lot. I mostly use the scanner or the screener tool up here. But so if you want to learn about how to find stocks to swing trade, it's very, very simple. All you gotta do is go to groups right here, and as that loads up, you're gonna want to look to see what type of stocks have the hottest day performance and week, and possibly month, depending on what you're doing. So as you guys can see, we have a couple good ones. So the top three, these are the ones that we were gonna just keep in the back of our heads, just so when we go back to the scanner, we can put them in. Alright, so we click on the screener here, and now what I would recommend doing is clicking all. So now this will put the descriptive, fundamental, and the technical all in one, so you don't have to keep jumping between them. So as you guys can see, we have roughly 7,500 stocks to choose from if you were going to buy one. So the next thing that we would do is go to the price. Now this is 100% up to you and whatever your type of strategy is. So my go-to is anything under 20 for swing trades. So as I load that in, now we filtered almost half of them out just by that. So the next thing that we can do is we can go to the average volume right here. So we're gonna just click on the drop arrow, have it load up, and then we want something over around 500,000 shares traded. Now this will give stocks room to run, stocks room to jump. So now that almost cut it more than half, so we have roughly 1,000 stocks still left to choose from. So next here, we're going to go to the sectors. So do you remember when I clicked groups? So those are the sectors here. So let's go in. Let's click the top one here. It's taking a minute. There we go. Alright, so the next thing here. Alright, let's wait for it to load up. So it looks like there's no, none in this sector that actually fits. So let's just go basic materials, because I think there was that one was moving pretty well. So there, we still have 168, which is fantastic. So the next thing here is we want the relative volume. So this is just pretty much the demand for the stock. We want that anything over 0.75. So we click that and let that load in. So this is where we'll get a lot of. So now we still have 114. So the next thing that we can do is do the pattern right here. So as we click that, we want the channel up if you're a long buyer, and if you're a short seller, you want the channel going down like that. But alright, so let's click up, just regular channel up, and if nothing, changes, then we can still go and make it channel up strong. So now we filtered and we have 5 stocks that meet that criteria. So now what I would recommend doing is going to charts right here. Now this will pop up those 5 charts for you, so you can pretty much see, okay, these have upward trends. This stock has a possible breakout of this resistance and a gap to fill almost between $12 and possibly $12.75. So there's a possible move on that one. This one has been declining all the way till October, and then October it just started to turn around, but it just hit a resistance line, so we should get a pullback here. This one is just slowly moving up. No resistance line in sight, so if we jumped into this now, we would be chasing. You just look to find something that works for yourself. GFI, if it breaks over these moving average lines, possibly a push to $4 would be good, and then it would have some sort of breakout there. So pretty much you just find stocks just by using these tools, and you can definitely change the way that you do your trades. So let's get rid of basic materials. Let's pull up any. So I guarantee we'll have a ton, but only 19, which is pretty good. We can work with 19 because sometimes you'll do it and they'll have like 75 or 30, just depending on what type of market we're in. But since we are in a little bit of a slower market, the stocks are going to be limited, so you always got to keep that in mind. So NAD, if this stock can break over this, I believe that looks like the 200 moving average line, this right here, if it can break through that, then it would have a nice resistant breakout almost, and it could possibly push through 13 all the way to 1320, which would be good. I'm just kind of doing a quick little scan here, but yeah, so that's how I find stocks to trade on the Finviz app. And it's a very, very good tool. You can have your average true range, your target price, the volatility you trade in, the sector, like I said, the industry. So anything, because if there's an industry that is just killing it, like let's say the marijuana is just killing it, all those stocks are most likely going to move, because investors or traders don't want to miss out, and they have a sign of FOMO, which is fear of missing out. So that will have mostly the stocks in that industry start to go up. So always keep that in mind though. So that's how I find stocks to trade on Finviz. I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Please sure to like, subscribe, comment if you're new. Remember to always stay happy, stay positive, and I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of the week. Take care.